If you clicked on this video, you must be looking for some baby product recommendations. Today I'm going to walk you around my house and show you all of the baby products that I use and love. I'm Jenny, first-time mom to twins Max and Harry. They were born in November 2021, and as a first-time mom, I had absolutely no idea what I was going to need once they arrived. After testing out so many products with my twins, I wanted to share my favorite baby products, those products that I use every day or multiple times a day. I am not sponsored by any of these companies. I just love these products because they make my life a little bit easier, especially with twins. And hopefully this list will help you out too. I've divided this video up into sections so you can skip around if you need to, and everything will be listed in the description below. So let's get started. We're gonna start here in the Playpen. That's why I'm sitting here, because the boys are taking a nap, and once they wake up, they're going to take over this Playpen. I've organized it for you so it's not so crazy. Let's take a look at my favorite products here. First off is the Playpen itself. It's made out of molded plastic. It can go into multiple shapes, round, you can do a square, you can do a rectangle, and it comes in multiple sizes. I picked the size that I have, which I believe is 7 by 7, because we have a very small space and this was what would fit perfectly. But I am really, really loving this Playpen. This Playpen also can be folded up so you can take it places. You don't have to completely take it apart in order to move it. We did this for the boys' first birthday party. We were gonna be over at my in-laws' house for like 3 or 4 days in a row. So I just brought the Playpen over there, folded it up like a little accordion, and it went on its way. So highly recommend this Playpen. Next, let's talk about a little bit of organization. I have a bunch of these little rope baskets that come in multiple sizes, and I sort the boys' toys into these baskets. So I have a couple of baskets that have animals in them. I have a basket that's all like wooden toys. I have a basket that's all silicone, like chew toy, teething toy kind of things, rattles, crinkly books, things like that. You can do whatever you want with these rope baskets, but I follow the method where I rotate toys in and out. So it's nice to have all of the toys organized. I can take a basket out, put it back in, so on and so forth. The next thing that is in here is a few different rugs. We have wood floors, so I needed to have a couple of like round rugs or whatever. I'd already had a couple of round rugs. So I have this animal rug here, I have an ABC rug, and then I just have this one that's just gray and white. I'll link them in the description. They're nice and they get the job done. You can put them anywhere. I originally had these in the nursery, but I moved them out here when I put the Playpen out here. So one of the things that I wanted to encourage my boys to do was to read. I am an avid reader. I read constantly, and in order to raise a child that wants to read, they need to be raised with books. So that's the one toy that I don't really have a limit on in the Playpen. I always have a bunch of books in here. I wanted to show you a couple of my favorites. This is Farm. It is a kind of squishy book, and you just go through and it's got the sounds and everything. And what I do is I pair that with a basket of toys that have, I've got a pig, horse, sheep, stuff that would be on the farm. And I have this book along with a couple other farm-related books, and that's kind of one section. So we'll practice animals while we're reading. My next favorite book, we have all of these like science-y or like STEM type books. This is great. Baby Loves Democracy. I catch Harry reading this book all the time. And granted, he doesn't really know what he's reading, but this is great. Especially in the United States, it's nice to start the understanding of how our government works early, right? Solar System. I love this book. This is the second copy I've gotten because they ripped the first 2 pages off, but we go through this book a lot. We are big space nerds, so anything about space we love. And this book is just very, very good for small children. We love this book. You're my little bookworm. It's cute. The boys love it. Nothing super special about it, but I just like the illustrations and I like the rhymes. This next book is their absolute favorite book. Baby Loves Thermodynamics. We read this to them before bed every single night. I actually have it memorized. This is the cutest book, and thermodynamics, good to know, right? So we have a subscription to Monty Kids. Every 3 months, we get a shipment in the mail of fresh, new Montessori inspired toys. Behind me, I have an assortment of the different toys that have been sent in the kits. I started with the newborn kit. That just came with a mirror and some black and white cards and a little wooden book with some animals in it. And then you go on through. I also really loved the stage 1 kit. It was amazing. It had the beautiful Montessori mobiles and you could just lay your baby underneath it, and they're it's so nice, so nice. I love this subscription kit. I am not sponsored by them, but I would totally want to work with them sponsor-wise. So if you know anybody that works at Monty Kids, send them my way because I love this kit. I just got the stage 5 kit and I cannot wait to open it. My final recommendation for the play area are these Max Cozy lounge chairs. I found them on Amazon. I liked them initially because they had this nice wood grain and dark gray. They looked very sophisticated. But after I ordered them and used them for a while, they're also very tough. Well made, well constructed. They hold up to 20 pounds. I am still using them with my boys. They're 13 months old and they probably weigh 28 or 29 pounds. And I just now, like 2 days ago, got a rip in one of them. So obviously don't use them past the 20 pounds, but I highly recommend these chairs. You can take the seats off, you can wash them. They're amazing. Let's move on to the kitchen and feeding. My absolute favorite baby product is the Baby Brezza Formula Pro Advanced with Wi-Fi. I will link the full review and demo of the Baby Brezza above and in the description below, but basically it is a formula dispenser. It mixes and heats the water in under 20 seconds. I can make an 8-ounce bottle in under 20 seconds. It's amazing. I love the Baby Brezza. I also have extra funnels that come with the Baby Brezza. You have to change the funnel every 4 bottles, and since I have twins, I have to change it a lot. So I have 4 extra funnels. I always recommend buying at least 1 extra funnel with the Baby Brezza. As far as baby bottles, I use Dr. Brown's. I like the narrow 8-ounce bottles. You don't have to buy multiple sizes of bottles. A good hack is to just buy the 8-ounce or 9-ounce bottles from the beginning, and then you only have to fill them with 1 or 2 ounces when they're really small. That way you're not having to buy a ton of expensive bottles. Dr. Brown's are great. Next is the drying rack. I know a lot of people out there have that square drying rack with the green grass coming out of it, but I've used one of those before and I just did not like the way it didn't hold that much stuff. So I got a drying rack that I think is much better. It holds a lot more stuff and it's very high quality. As far as what I use to wash the boys' stuff, I use Dapple baby soap, fragrance free. For burp cloths, I am so basic. I just use these white cotton burp cloths that come in, I think, in a pack of 12 or 15. I've used these burp cloths since they were babies. I think I've gotten 3 sets of them. They're very durable and they last and they're soft. I like that a lot. Let's talk a little bit about baby food. One of my favorite baby food options is Little Spoon. Fresh, organic, first cold pressed baby food, always tested for heavy metals. It's amazing. They have a lot of unique flavors as well so that you can get your baby used to different tastes, which is important to prevent pickiness, right? So smoothies. This is kind of a transitional meal. It has more chunks in it. And then this one is just one of the many interesting flavors. Carrot, apple, buckwheat, cinnamon, pumpkin seed, and flax oil. Who would think to combine all those things? They're actually really good. I find myself eating it along with the babies. I also use the Happy Baby organic teethers. They love these things. As far as high chairs, I absolutely love the high chair that I went with. I did a ton of research and I ended up going with this high chair that I found on Amazon. The cool thing about this high chair is it grows with the child. It can support up to 250 pounds of weight. So when your baby outgrows needing to have the straps and being all that kind of stuff, you can just take that stuff off. It becomes a chair. It's amazing. I also love the tray table has a plastic cover on it, so you don't have to worry about washing it. You can either just wipe that right down or you can throw it in the dishwasher. It's dishwasher safe. So these high chairs are an investment for a lifetime, really. And that's, you know, they are a little bit more expensive, but I think it's worth it because you are only gonna have to buy it one time and it turns into a chair later. As far as bibs go, I love silicone bibs when I am doing the feeding. I love these because they catch any kind of food or water or anything that the kids spill, or if they throw up, if they spit up, it catches all of that too. So you're not having to clean up a whole mess. These silicone bibs are amazing. I'm gonna link the ones from my favorite brand. I think it's called Bella Tuno. As far as water cups go, I have a ton of different water cups I've been using with the boys. We also use these open cups that I got in the Monty Kids kit. But as far as sippy cups go, I have the brand Nook, N-U-K, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. They love these sippy cups, and I've got another one from that same brand here. And then they've just recently started using sippy cups with straws. So I've got these here. These are great. They have a cover that closes over the straw to stop it from spilling. And then here in the bottom, I don't know if you can see that, there's like a little weight that holds down the straw so you can get every last drop of water out of it. My last product for the feeding section is my breast pump. I did pump for 11 weeks and I just wasn't getting the supply that I needed and it was exhausting, so I quit. But I did really enjoy my breast pump as much as you can enjoy a breast pump. I had the Spectra S1, and the reason I really liked it was because you could recharge it and then you could just take it with you. I could pump in the living room, I could bring it with me into the kitchen. It was great. And going along with the breast pump was the nipple cream. You don't want your nipples to get all cracked, so I had this wonderful organic cocoa butter based nipple cream, and it was inexpensive and it worked great. It worked great. I never had cracked nipples, so that's always a plus. Let's move on to car seats and strollers. For car seats, I use the Uppa Baby Mesa car seat. It holds up to 35 pounds. And I was going to go with the Uppa Baby stroller, but I decided to wait because it was super expensive. Instead, I went with the Joovy Twin Roo double stroller. It's like a car seat stroller. That one was significantly less expensive, and it's really great. You can clip the car seat right into it, and they're sitting right next to each other. It accepts many different brands of car seats, so that's not a problem there. And one of the things I love about this stroller is it has a huge carrying area, cargo area underneath it. I can put so much stuff down there. It also has 4 cup holders, and this is the product that I get the most comments on. When I'm out in public with the boys, so many people stop me and they're like, oh my God, I love that stroller. Where'd you get that stroller? I've never seen anything like it. I think I am about at the weight capacity for that stroller because the boys are huge with the car seats and all the stuff, but I have gotten a lot of use out of the stroller, and I never had to buy the Uppa Baby stroller because this one has just been my go-to stroller. I do have another stroller though. It is the Baby Trend Sit and Stand Double Stroller. The reason I got this stroller is because the Twin Roo is a car seat stroller. You have to leave the kids in the car seat. And as they get bigger, I don't want to do that every time. So I liked to have something, more traditional. This stroller is great. It gets the job done. It only has 2 cup holders for adults. I guess I've been spoiled because the 4 cup holders on the other stroller, but it works great. The cargo area is much smaller, but it does what it's supposed to do. I also enjoy this stroller a lot. Car seat covers. We have these Rocket car seat covers. If it's really cold outside and you want to block the wind, these are great. They come in a ton of different designs and colors. We just did the Rockets because we're space nerds, like I said before. The last item in this section are these window clings and little shades to block out the sun. We've got 2 for the side windows, and then these are like window clings that go in the back window, and they seem to work great. Let's move on to diaper changing. For my changing pad, I use the Hatch Baby Grow changing pad and scale. This changing pad is amazing. I have a full review and demo of this changing pad. I'll link it above and in the description below. But the gist of it is it's a medium weight foam changing pad. You can wipe it down super easily, and there is a scale built in so you can keep track of your child's weight. I love this thing. It's amazing, and it's very high quality. I've only had to change the batteries twice in it too, and I've had it for 13 months, so just another thing to love. Next are diaper genies. People have some mixed feelings on the diaper genie, but I love it. I have 2 of them because I have twins and go through just so many diapers. I think it works great. I use these diaper genie bags. I order them on Amazon because you can get them much cheaper than you can get in the store, and I have no complaints with the diaper genie. They also come in different colors. I have them in gray. My absolute favorite diaper cream is Triple Paste. I've used 3 or 4 different brands, and this is the only brand that really works quickly. As far as diapers go, I use Costco diapers, the Kirkland brand diapers. If I wasn't able to get those, I would use Huggies. That is the other brand that I use. And I also do use the Huggies overnight diapers. I find them to be very absorbent and they work great. Finally, for wipes, I use the Costco brand wipes, the Kirkland wipes. Let's move on to sleep. I use the Hatch Baby Sound Machine. This thing has a light, there's a built-in baby monitor, it has a bunch of different sounds built in, and it works great. It's all run through the app, so you can turn it on and off from there. You can set timers, you can do just tons of stuff. I don't do all that fancy stuff, I just turn it on and off, but the boys seem to like it a lot. Every night, we don't use blankets or anything like that. The advice is don't have anything like that in your crib. So we have these little, I like to call them squirrel suits. They're like sleep sacks. There's lots of different sizes. The boys are in the 12 to 24 month size one now, but these are great. You just zip them in and they have, some motion that they can do with their hands and their feet, but it's just kind of like a wearable blanket and the boys sleep in them every night. Another product that I would say is a close second to the Baby Brezza Formula Pro is the Owlet. An Owlet is a baby monitor that you put on the baby's foot, and it tracks their pulse ox and their beats per minute. They redesigned it. It's now called like a Dream Sock. I think it in essence does the same thing. I have the older version, but I love them. It's great. I was definitely afraid of SIDS, as I think most parents are. You're always just, going in and checking and making sure your kids are breathing. These things are great because you can just go right into the app and see, oh, my kid's, heart rate is this, their pulse ox is this. It's not like 110% accurate, but it's within the safe range, right? So you just have a little bit more peace of mind. Also, if something is wrong, if the sock isn't placed right, or if your baby's oxygen level or heart rate gets too high or too low, it will alarm. And it's alarmed for us a couple of times. It ended up just being that the sock wasn't placed right, but it was loud and it would wake anybody up from a dead sleep. So I really don't need to put these on the kids anymore. They're 13 months old and they're, past the major, dangerous time for SIDS. But now it's kind of a habit. I just put them on at night. And the larger sized sock fits them until they're like 18 months old. So I figured I'd just get my use out of it. But I highly recommend the Owlets. If I had to buy the new one, the Dream Sock, I would still purchase it because I think it is just as good as the older one that I have. I'm gonna move on to the mattress, the sheets, and the waterproof pads now. So I have these little mini cribs because we have a smaller house and I wanted the boys each to have their own space and they need to have their own crib. So I got the mini cribs, but I did replace the mattresses. I got a 5-inch thick, nice mattress, and then I covered that with a bamboo waterproof mattress cover. These are great because if the baby throws up or pees, whatever, it will protect the mattress. Over that, I put these really soft sheets. These come in a set of 2. That is my sleep system. As far as the baby monitor goes, I have no complaints about the baby monitor that we got. It has 2 cameras. It is not connected to Wi-Fi, so it's just connected to this little baby monitor. It plays music, it has night vision, and you can move the cameras too. That was pretty cool. I pretty much stopped using the baby monitors after they were like 6 months old because we have the Owlets and it just, But my husband and the nanny also use it from time to time if they are in another room or at night. Goran will, be working in his office and he'll have it. So no complaints with the baby monitor. It's just some generic brand. I'm linking all this stuff in the description so you can take a look. One final little tip in this section. So when the babies were really little, I was obsessed with double zip pajamas. These are pajamas that have a zipper at the top and a zipper down at the foot. I just find these to be so much more convenient. Why unzip the pajamas all the way down to then change the baby, when you can just zip up and just expose the bottom part. I don't know. It's just, I guess, a matter of preference. But when I was buying those type of like feety pajamas, I would only buy double zip pajamas. I'm gonna link a few of my favorites, the soft, really nice ones, high quality, in the description below. Our final section deals with bath time and grooming. I use this Fisher-Price whale tub, and I have this little whale scooper for water. I also have these little spongy scalp sponges, along with this other one that has a comb on the end. Both of these are really good for cradle cap. Both of my boys had horrible cradle cap when they were really little, so we still use these, just nice little scrubbies. As far as soap goes, I use Dove for Max, and I used Honest Company for Harry. The Dove one is very sensitive, no fragrance. The Honest Co one is lavender scented. Both work great and are very gentle. As far as lotion, I used a ton of different lotions. I was on an epic quest for the best lotion. Max had horribly scaly skin. He just had a lot of skin issues with that boy. So this is the one. It's Aveeno Eczema Therapy. It works great. It's not too greasy, very light, and it heals their skin. Let's move on to some personal grooming items. This little hairbrush here came with a wooden comb, works great. This little thing here is kind of like a little tiny spoon. It's like a little scoop. I use this to clean the earwax out of their ears. It works wonderfully. And then the nail clippers. This I like because it has this like bulbous end to it, so it's much easier to hold. Now, I don't know how your kids are or if you've even started brushing their teeth, but my kids love brushing their teeth. They're weirdos, I think. Apparently, you're supposed to start brushing their teeth as soon as their first teeth came out. I did not know that. My wonderful nanny had to let me know that. And so we got some toothbrushes. So this set comes with these type of toothbrushes here, these type of toothbrushes, but it also came with like some little finger ones. So lots of different options. These are like for toddlers. These are for like my kids' age, you know, 6 months to 18 months, I guess. And then the little finger one would be for babies. And then the toothpaste we use is this Dr. Brown's Natural Strawberry Toothpaste. Doesn't have any fluoride in it or anything like that. And my boys love it. We just put a little bit of toothpaste. This little guy, I'm like, and I go brush, 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 brush. And it's really, really cute. I'll put some video on the screen of us brushing their teeth because it's freaking adorable. And those are my baby product recommendations. On the screen, I'm going to link another video that you might enjoy. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I am very responsive to my comments and I will answer any question that you have. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found value in it so that other people like you can find it too. And I'll see you next time. Bye.